Dogs have been aligning themselves with Earth's magnetic field for millions of years. But new research reveals that high-voltage power lines completely disrupt this natural compass behavior. This isn't just about animal behavior. It's evidence that the electromagnetic fields we've blanketed our world with are interfering with fundamental biological processes that life has relied on since the beginning. The study comes from an international team of researchers who wanted to understand how artificial magnetic fields affect natural navigation systems. They studied 36 dogs living near high-voltage power lines, the same electrical infrastructure that powers our homes and cities. Here's what they discovered. Under normal conditions, away from power lines, dogs naturally align themselves with Earth's magnetic field. They show what researchers call a bimodal pattern. That means they orient either north-south or south-north when they're relaxed or resting. But near power lines, everything changes. The artificial magnetic fields from electrical infrastructure completely disrupted this natural behavior. The dogs still tried to align with magnetic fields, but now they were responding to the artificial fields from the power lines instead of Earth's natural magnetism. What's particularly striking is how the disruption pattern depended on power line orientation. Under east-west running power lines, the dogs showed a completely different alignment pattern, what researchers called trimodal behavior. Instead of their natural two-direction preference, they now had three different orientation preferences. Think about what this means. These are 50 to 60 hertz electromagnetic fields, the same frequency that flows through every electrical wire in your home, the same frequency that powers your appliances and lights, and it's strong enough to override millions of years of evolutionary programming. As I explore in my book, Empowered, this fits a much larger pattern. We now have thousands of peer-reviewed studies showing that electromagnetic fields disrupt biological systems across species and organ systems. This dog study adds another piece to that puzzle. The evidence suggests that artificial EMF doesn't just potentially affect human health, it's actively interfering with the natural world around us. We're conducting a massive, uncontrolled experiment on biological systems that have never encountered these artificial fields in evolutionary history. So what can you do about this? First, be aware of major electrical infrastructure near your home. High-voltage power lines create the strongest magnetic field exposures in most residential areas. If you're house hunting, consider distance from transmission lines as one factor. Second, remember that the same 50 to 60 hertz fields exist around all electrical wiring and appliances. You can minimize exposure by maintaining distance from electrical panels and avoiding sleeping directly against walls with heavy electrical loads. Third, understand that this is about the bigger picture. If artificial magnetic fields can override dogs' evolutionary compass, we should take seriously the possibility that they're affecting other biological processes too. The research is clear. The electromagnetic environment we've created is fundamentally different from anything life has experienced before. And studies like this one show it's having measurable effects on living systems. Find the full study and hundreds more at shieldyourbody.com/research. Find the full study and hundreds more at shieldyourbody.com/research.